What is up, ASG? Welcome to an ASG Rewind. We're about to talk about X-Men Days of Future Past. In preparation for Deadpool and Wolverine, we're gonna try to get all the X-Men verse movies out of the way,
including Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2.
Yep.
Yes,
And but so I wanna. So first off, this movie, I think I had a better time, a funner time watching this movie than most of them.
Yeah. We watched this one together, and I think together as besties, and then afterwards, I think we both just were kind of like, that was the most solid X-Men so far.
Yeah, it felt like it.
There wasn't a lot of grinding halts in the story. There wasn't a lot of there was some corny shit, but there wasn't a lot of corny shit compared to the others. I think it was really, really solid. I love how
there was a couple things. It was still rougher on the edges. It was
rougher on the edges, but I think it was the most solid, like, just X-Men.
Yeah, and because whenever this one goes, I think the only one I haven't really watched that one is the New Mutants.
Yeah, I haven't seen the New Mutants.
So,
and I haven't seen
Phoenix.
Yeah, I haven't seen Phoenix.
Okay.
But I've seen Apocalypse. And Apocalypse is the next one?
Yeah, Apocalypse is the next one.
Okay, yeah. So I've seen Apocalypse when it first came out, but I haven't seen the other two.
But so let's talk about the first thing we ran into whenever we were watching this movie. It was like, you get that little thing where she's like we see Bishop.
Yeah, so we open up in like a dystopian future.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got the classic X-Men team. It's not the first class team at first.
Yeah.
We have Ian McKellen and all the people that were playing Professor X and Magneto originally. Yeah. And then yes, we do see Cable. Cable, he looks great.
Cable?
Or Cable, fucking Bishop. I don't know why I said Cable. Time traveling dudes. I got it mixed up.
Bishop. They kept Bishop's character design to close.
Still got the M. Above his.
Yeah, he kept it very close to his looking.
He's
character.
not as colorful, obviously, but
yeah.
he has some type of suit on.
Yeah.
I like how he looks, but it is another case of the black character is given nothing to do throughout the whole movie.
Really?
I mean, he really didn't do anything other than that final fight scene against.
I think it's just the setting of it was just that's. I mean,
yeah,
but
the story.
I'd say the big thing for me was what I was about to get into, because we do see Bishop, but in the first thing we see Kitty, and then she does this thing.
Because they're getting attacked.
Yeah, they're getting attacked by the Sentinels, but she does this thing where she's basically like putting somebody back in time through their conscience.
Yeah, there's not actual time travel. She sends your consciousness back to your younger self so that you have the knowledge
of the future.
But that only is working while she's got you under that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
And another
they didn't
thing,
really describe.
I thought her only power was to be able to walk through or like phase through objects.
Right. They just kind of added another ability.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who knows? She may have had that ability, and we're just not know.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, like in the other movies, Last Stand, she was running through walls and stuff, and I thought that was her only thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was really curious, like, why couldn't they just do with Time Machine? Because they're in the future already, so you would have the technology to maybe go back in time, and you have Bishop there as a character.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, when I saw Bishop in the beginning, I was like, oh, shit, we're going to get, like, Bishop going back in time and meeting all the X-Men and stuff. Like, that's going to be super tough. And then he just kind of doesn't get to do that.
Yeah.
He doesn't get to do what he typically gets to do.
Yeah.
Or at least like he got to do in the animated series and stuff.
Yeah.
But
so it's like,
it was kind of disappointing.
But Days of Future Past is like an iconic like
Bishop story.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely think he should have been sent back, but Wolverine is the one that gets sent back.
Yes.
And it's because he can withstand the damage.
Yeah.
Because it was so far in the past. Is that what it was?
I think so.
Because they kept saying like his body is the only body that could withstand it, and I just didn't understand what he was withstanding that Bishop wasn't already doing.
Yeah, and I think it was because Professor Xavier, his mind at that time was like out of it. Mm-hmm. He was abusing his
younger Xavier.
Yeah, younger Xavier.
Younger Xavier.
Well, no, older Xavier. They couldn't do it for younger Xavier. Because at that time he was abusing those drugs and
he wouldn't have even been able to go back and like
I don't think so.
Shit. Okay.
Don't quote me on that though, because that's what I think it is, but I'm probably wrong.
I mean, these movies are known for not explaining a damn
yeah,
thing.
And that's the thing. Like it was like I was like, no, we're back to the area where we're like, okay, the X-Men Fox timeline is so messed up,
right?
Because they're saying stuff that reverts to Last Stand, but then doing stuff that has nothing to do with the past movies. Yes. And it's just like...
I mean, everybody knows how shit they did with the X-Men timeline.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They didn't know what they were doing. Mm-hmm. And they just kind of... So this movie is supposed to be the fixer for the timeline. Yeah. Because... And obviously we're skipping around, but by the end of the movie, after time has been fixed and everything, and Wolverine is back in the present, and he's in Xavier's school, and it's like everybody is alive and da-da-da-da, and he needs Professor X to give him the history. So everything before this is not canon anymore. Yeah. But that's why we do end up doing the Dark Phoenix saga again for no reason. So yeah, the timeline, the timeline is so confusing.
It confused me even as like even going back to it. It confused me again because I was like, why? Because I was like checking myself. I was like, wait, but didn't this happen? And then you were like, bro, it's because the timeline is all fucked. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. But
another thing I want to talk about is just some design choices, and especially for the Sentinels.
Oh yeah,
because that was another thing that really disappointed me.
Like, look at that Sentinel.
Colorful, exciting, like unique,
and it's like a full-on like actual like robot made by Trask.
Yeah. But then in this, they're just kind of gray CGI.
Yeah, they're. I mean, of course, they would be CGI regardless.
Well, yeah, I know they'd be CGI, but I'm just saying like that Transformers, where it's just like all the Transformer villains are just these gray nothing robots. Yeah, and that's just kind of how I felt about the Sentinels. Yeah, which pisses me off.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing that pisses me off though is the fact that they're like doing the same thing where it's like they're basically doing Weapon 11 again, where it's like these Sentinels will have blood of mutants. Yeah, and it's just like, oh my fucking
yeah, because they so basically to kind of talk about the plot. So the plot is basically Wolverine is going back in time to stop Mystique from stealing or from killing the president or from killing Trask. Yeah. Sorry. From killing Trask, and when that happens, she would have gotten taken away, and her mutant ability would have been used to make the Sentinels be able to adapt to any different like mutant. Yep. So I thought that was like, I didn't hate it. I thought it was weird to have Mystique be.
I just thought it was a Weapon 11 thing again.
Yeah, to have
taking
somebody
power,
be the foundation of the Sentinels.
Yeah, like taking taking like a semi boss, or like not boss, but what am I trying to say? Like powerful, semi powerful character, but it's using somebody else's powers to be powerful. Right. And it's just like that's the exact same formula that we just did. Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even see it that way. So
I'm just like, bro, like how on earth did we go to that? And I'm just like, that's what really kind of like, I hate to give this movie a good score, like a better score than all the other ones, just because I'm just like, okay,
the story,
the Sentinels,
the
Sentinels really just like really ticked me off. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm sure they ticked a lot of you guys off too, but I'm just like,
oh yeah, I remember when this came out and everybody was like, oh, why do they look like this? And
yeah, I mean the present day Sentinels looked okay.
I mean, they just kind of look like the upgraded version of the old ones, and they have that scale
Yeah.
effect that they continue to do. And they're fucking wrecking shit. When they come through, they're powerful as hell. So I do like that we get this sense of why the mutants would be so afraid of these Sentinels, because I mean, you're mutants, you have all these different powers. Like, we need to see why this shit is so pressing to y'all.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Sentinels definitely could have been changed. You could have used some work.
And I think that's a big part of it too. Like especially like when with like the when you have like when you're using like Sentinels, and then you're also, I feel like we could have seen like maybe a I don't know, I feel like they could have probably threw in like a little mini Genosha. Like you know, they're capturing mutants,
right,
and Sentinels are,
and
like,
that's another thing that we kept saying throughout the whole thing. Man, wouldn't it be badass if they were like behaving like Sentinels and actually being like, terminate mutants, mutants.
Yeah.
But like, they just don't do anything, say anything. They're just like, okay, it's time to kill.
Yeah.
So yeah, just no character for the Sentinels.
Yeah.
No character for the Sentinels.
Except you know, just using character abilities, which I think is pretty, I don't know.
And I know that you had a bad reaction to Trask.
Oh yes, dude. Okay, look, Peter Dinklage, I love you, man. I love you. I mean, I love your character as Trask, but I feel like they could have went. I mean, now that I'm saying it, I feel like maybe it was a good casting, but at the same time, I'm like, I was not expecting that. Like, whenever I first watched it, I wasn't expecting that to be Trask.
And this is the third recast we've had for Trask.
Really?
Right?
I think so.
I think we've had 3 recasts for Trask so far. And the other ones, like, they're not really given anything to do. This is the first time we have Trask, like, in the story.
Yeah.
So I think Peter Dinklage does a good job. It's just hard to see Peter Dinklage in like a serious role.
Yeah.
Because when I think Peter Dinklage, like, I'm thinking Pixels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was just a weird casting, but it didn't take me out of it. It didn't ruin the movie, and he did.
Yeah, it didn't. No, him being in it didn't ruin the movie at all. Yeah. I just feel like
it could have been somebody.
It could have been somebody else.
Could have been somebody else. Yeah.
But then again, I feel like Trask is probably like a simple character to play. So you could have given that character to anybody, really.
Yeah.
But I mean, he didn't. I'm not saying he did bad. I'm just saying, like,
when we first seen him,
I was like, wait,
this guy's gonna be Trask.
Yeah, I forgot that he was Bolivar Trask, because I was like, okay. I mean, we'll run with it, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, we'll run with it. But
he does fine.
Yeah.
He does fine. I want to talk about. So obviously, this movie has one of the most famous scenes out of all these movies.
Yeah.
So we are introduced to Quicksilver.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
And I love everything about his character here. I love everything that they give him to do. When he goes to break out Magneto, I thought that was really hard. When he tapes the dude.
Yeah. They really did a good job of showcasing his, power.
Yeah.
Like, especially as a speedster.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
But he moves fast.
Yeah. They make him look.
I'd say this Quicksilver is probably faster than a lot of Quicksilvers in the comics.
Yeah.
Because when we do get to that famous scene where he's in the kitchen and we got the slow-mo, like, bullets are going ultra slow and people are, like, not even moving.
Yeah.
Which is
so
like
fast,
almost,
like time moves still, like chaos control, like chaos control.
Yeah. It's almost like Flash level speed.
Yeah.
So I think this Quicksilver is a bit faster. But DC, watch this scene and realize that this is the type of stuff that we want to see for the Flash.
And also I think what I didn't like about like his character is like you have a fast character, but they also made him talk really fast. Mm-hmm. Like that drives me insane, because just because he's like a fast guy does not mean he needs to talk like 1,000 words per minute. Like let's not do that, because that's annoying.
Some of that was a little goofy. Like when they first go to meet him.
Yeah, the first meeting he's like talking, asking questions like da 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 da. I'm like, okay, dude. you're fast. You're not a fast talker.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's okay, I like to be fast, but talking, super talking, please stop. Stop that.
Can't handle it.
Yeah, well, I can handle it. It's just, it's just like, why? It's like, okay, yeah, he's fast, but why are we making him like a super dialogue guy? Like,
yeah.
I just didn't like that. I'm like, you can talk, you can be fast and also talk at a normal speed.
Everybody thinks the speedster character's got to be either annoying comedy relief or talking fast guy.
But I mean, like, I'd rather like comedy relief than super fast talking.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sonic, for example, he doesn't go around talking like super extreme fast. Oh, I'm over here. Oh, I'm over here. I'm over here. I'm there. But he's just saying shit,
right,
and then going.
Because he's used to his powers.
Yeah.
So like he knows.
He doesn't need to. Yeah, he doesn't need to like talk fast and shit.
Yeah.
So what are you guys doing? Oh, breaking into the Pentagon? Oh, that sounds illegal. Huh? Oh. Like, I'm just like, come on, dude. Okay. But other than that, he did have a great scene. That scene is like probably put on a lot of speedster, like computer editing.
Yeah, like, it's the best speedster scene in live action that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I think The Boys comes close with some of their A-Train stuff.
Yeah.
But for me, that is like the speedster.
It's better than like it's better like in the Flash whenever he has like the zooming behind him, but he's doing this.
Well, that's
he's supposed to be like he's supposed to be moving at like 1,000 miles, but he's like literally doing this.
That's the newer seasons.
Or
older seasons.
Or
of Flash,
Ezra Miller doing this.
Yeah, I don't like Ezra Miller's run.
Doing that little weird shit.
I don't think anybody likes that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot better than a lot of those.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, CW Flash, when they did attempt something similar, like when his mom is being murdered and him and Reverse Flash are running around the room.
Mm-hmm.
So they try and do kind of something similar to this, where the room is frozen and all these things are going on, but they're just running around, whipping around. But when they do it, it's always CGI guy, and it just looks really wonky and uncanny. Oh, yeah. So I would love to sit down with the people who edited this scene.
Yeah.
In specific, just to see how they got it to look good.
Do we have any facts, like trivia about that? I
actually need to go and pull up some.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna do that.
But yeah, I think that's that's the biggest. I think that's the biggest pull from this movie is that scene right there in Quicksilver. Unfortunately, he goes.
Yeah.
And he says stuff like, he's
also really young.
Yeah, he's also really
back in time.
Yeah, he's also really young. But also, and another thing, he's like, he says like something. He's like, so you can move metal with your mind. And he's like, my mom dated a guy like that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, little reference right there, which is good. I don't think they ever address that.
I think they address it in the next movie.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think he's like kind of heartbroken, and the next, if I remember correctly, he's like kind of heartbroken that his dad doesn't. Like his dad is just like trying to eat this evil guy, and he's like doesn't give a fuck about him. Yeah. But.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if I do see that, because I don't remember them ever doing anything with that. But hopefully they do. Because we never see Scarlet Witch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, yeah, because Marvel property. But I mean, yeah, it's just so weird. But now I feel like since we're getting that X-Men movie, like the Marvel Studios X-Men movie, we could be able to get a proper introduction. Like we get all this stuff. But we had Quicksilver in fucking Ultron. So it's like in this Marvel Cinematic Universe, Quicksilver is gone.
Yeah, but is he really though? Because in WandaVision, this Quicksilver from this movie shows up.
Right.
And he's not like, he's doing his speedster thing, but I don't think they ever say he's Quicksilver.
Right.
And she says like, "Oh, my brother. Like this is my brother from out of town or some shit." So it was like, are they just gonna recast this guy as it?
Well, yeah, they're definitely they're recasting Magneto, everybody. Yeah, like it's got to be
brand new, fresh.
Brand new.
So yeah, I don't know if they are gonna bring Quicksilver back. I hope they bring Quicksilver back.
It'd be cool. See a Marvel speedster.
Yeah, see a proper Marvel speedster for sure. Because hey, maybe Deadpool and Wolverine's gonna bring everybody.
I feel like maybe they're trying to make Deadpool and Wolverine the reboot of the Marvel.
I've heard people say that.
Really?
I've heard some talks about this movie kind of resetting, or not really resetting, but like I guess you would call it a reset, but it's not like a full
soft reboot.
Yeah, not like a full reboot. It's like everything that happened before still happened, but now we're kind of in this adjusted timeline.
Yeah.
Kind of like this movie did for the X-Men, where it's like that stuff still happened, but now we're in this
which I never thought we would be here with Marvel
version
Studios.
of the timeline.
I didn't think we would be here with Marvel Studios. I never thought we would be here.
Yeah.
But that 2023, man, that really fucked us over, dude.
Oh yeah.
They kind of fucked themselves over, but I mean, I sound like a broken record, but that 2023 really put things into perspective for them. So I mean, it had to happen. We have to have this movie, soft reboot, whatever they do, and then, it's gonna be pretty interesting.
Yeah. So, getting into box office. Days of Future Past had an estimated budget of $200 million.
Okay.
So more like 220, 240, for marketing, and they grossed worldwide 746 million. So they way passed their budget. They did really well. Let's actually look the highest earning X-Men.
Yeah, that'd be good to look at. Highest earning X-Men movie
in order. Okay, so, and this is lifetime gross. No, I want box office. Okay, so number 1, Deadpool. Number 2, Deadpool 2. Number 3 was X-Men Last Stand.
Oh, wow.
And then number 4 is Days of Future Past.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
So I would have thought this would have been a little bigger, but I guess I don't remember.
Dude, everybody went out to see The Last Stand.
Everybody went to go see The Last Stand. I mean, X2 was like a huge step up from the first one, so I'm sure they were like, oh shit, the third one's gonna be even crazier.
Cha-ching!
Yeah. So talking about that Quicksilver scene, I've got right here that it actually took them 1.5 months just to film that scene.
Just to film it.
Just to film that scene, which is, dude, that is actually insane.
A month.
That is actually
Imagine
insane.
you go to work every day to do one fucking scene. That scene.
Yeah, right.
A month.
That's why they get paid the big bucks.
Yeah.
That's why they get paid the big bucks. Let's find some other trivia around here. Hold on.
And having to go to work every day with that costume. Just going and dying or getting your hair dyed gray.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't even really. Let's talk about his look, because I don't like how he dresses. Like the little goofy goggles and his like.
They're trying to make it like, a little punk, like, punky, like, vibe. Like, what year was it? Like 73 or something?
Yeah. How far does he go back? I think it is something like that.
I wouldn't say 73. Not 73.
Hold on, let's look.
Maybe like 83. I don't know about 73.
$1973.
Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah.
This guy's a pro guesser.
Wow.
Hold on.
So they go back like 1973.
Yeah. So yeah, it was kind of like punky.
Yeah, punk, like, rebellious teenager type of vibe, like leather jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It is like a cool little, like, if somebody was to cosplay as that, I'd be like, oh, that's sick. Mm-hmm. But the movie wise, I'd be like, I don't know what they were going with.
Could have been something cooler.
But I mean, what are you gonna do with a guy that's
He's also young Quicksilver, so it's like he doesn't have a suit and all this stuff yet. So yeah. This movie, talking about some trivia, this movie is the return of Bryan Singer as the director.
Yeah.
As the director. Maybe he's just the X-Men guy, because he does the first 2 X-Men and then this one, and those 3 are probably like some of my favorites, if not
Right.
my favorites so
Yeah.
far. So, despite all the allegations and other stuff surrounding his name,
Yeah.
he makes good X-Men movies. So I like his X-Men movies. Right here it says Bryan Singer picked Peter Dinklage because of his height. Stating, with my dwarfism, I'm a bit of a mutant. I can't move metal or anything, but I thought of it as self-loathing. Deep down, Trask is quite sensitive about that aspect of himself.
Huh. That's interesting.
So, I guess like what he was going after was like, this guy is kind of a mutant just because of his height.
Yeah.
But he's jealous of all these other mutants.
Okay. So he added like a double, like a different aspect to it.
To Trask.
And he was just like,
which
this
honestly
guy
kind of makes me like it a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah.
That
I
there
can see
was
that.
some thought into it.
Yeah.
That it wasn't just like, oh, Peter Dinklage.
Yeah. I'm glad. Yes. Exactly. I'm glad there was some thought into it.
Yeah.
I'm glad they were just like, well, let's make this character even more. Let's get this in more in depth. Reason why we picked Peter Dinklage. Okay, I can see that. Well, I'm glad I heard that, because I mean, if they were just like looking through the casting calls and they were just like, Peter Dinklage.
Yeah. Right.
Let's get this guy. And that there was just like no thought at all. But I'm glad there was some thought to it. So I mean, I appreciate that a lot more. So changed my opinion on that.
I should have put this in the Quicksilver. We'll move it around. But Bryan Singer filmed Quicksilver's scenes in a special format of 36,000 frames per second. This means that Quicksilver moved 150 times faster than normal.
Oh my gosh.
So that's, I guess, how they made him look so damn fast.
Yeah.
So I guess that means that they recorded, like in the when they go meet him and he's like playing ping pong and all shit. I guess that means they filmed him like completely separate, and then added them on like on a separate plate.
Yeah.
And, like masked out his shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's some complicated editing.
Yeah.
That's some complicated editing, but dude, it works. It works. His speed is fire.
Yeah.
I love how his
it goes
speed
real well.
is displayed.
Yeah.
This is the first X-Men movie ever to be nominated for an Oscar.
I seen that. Yeah, it was
best
Oscar
visual effects.
Oh, nice. I could see that.
I could see that too.
When did it come out? Like 2013?
2014.
2014. Okay.
Yeah, 2014. I mean, we got the Magneto bringing over the whole football stadium and
baseball stadium.
Or baseball stadium. It was baseball? Okay.
Yeah.
Baseball stadium, and then of course all the Sentinels, the Quicksilver scene. Yeah. I mean, I could see this. I could see this being nominated.
But I will say there is a goofy scene whenever it's like that shot where it's like you see like a part of the baseball field and then Magneto's head, and it's like looking down at like the little
yeah,
festival.
You were saying you didn't like that.
I didn't like that scene because it showed us that scene like 3 times. It showed us that 3 times of him just looking down, that exact same shot, and I was just like, I don't know, I didn't really like that.
In 2014, the movie that won it was Gravity.
Gravity. Oh, I remember that movie.
I've never seen that.
Is that with Anne Hathaway? No. That's with, I can't remember her name. What's her name? But that movie was all right. I don't remember Gravity being that great of a movie.
Sandra Bullock.
That's what
George
it was.
Clooney.
Yeah, I don't remember that movie ever being that great.
Okay.
But it had, I guess, I could see it winning visual effects.
It had some visual effects in there that was insane.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find one more. Sir Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen had makeup applied to look 20 years older than their actual ages.
Huh.
I feel like they looked the exact same.
I think I could see it for Magneto.
You think he looked a bit older?
Yeah, Magneto definitely looked a bit older.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Professor X didn't look that older. He just
I feel like they both look kind of the same.
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up, I do want to talk about Beast. So the Beast look is changed up. How did you feel about it?
Yeah. So last pod I said that he gave me like Mike Myers Cat in the Hat vibes.
I said furry.
Yeah. But this one he looked a lot better.
He looks a lot better, and then of course we do at the end when Wolverine goes back and he's in the present, we do get like classic Beast, and he just walks by.
Yes,
And
that's sick.
That's so hype.
Yeah,
that's
and he's
so
like
hype.
he's like bigger. He's like more heavier set too.
He's got his mutton chops. And
Yes,
shit.
yes.
Like, yeah,
I got the
classic
chops.
Beast. But yeah, I think this look for the younger Beast is miles ahead of the other Beast.
Yeah.
So throughout the movie, him and Professor X are stifling their powers with
heroin.
With heroin, with the
because dude, they're shooting
cure
it up just
that
like
he
they're doing
made
heroin,
in
dude.
First Class. Yeah, no, I think that was definitely on
Because
intentional.
if you know 70s, they were big on that like little shooting up stuff. It's like it's just like, of course they were like, oh wait, let's make it look like they're shooting up heroin.
Yeah, no, I think
So
it
it's
was
like,
definitely intentional to be like,
because that era was like,
they're dealing with drug problems.
because that was definitely a drug era, like a drug use era.
Because Professor X walks in and we both were like, wait, why is this motherfucker walking around?
Yeah,
like,
I was
didn't
like,
he just get paralyzed?
Yeah. It was like, didn't you just get shot in the last movie in Cuba? Like, what's going on here? And he like kind of like explains it. We've been taking this drug,
right?
It
lets him
activates my
walk.
legs.
Which I just don't understand what drug that Beast made, because the drug that Beast makes is, I thought, specifically for mutant powers and mutant ability like appearances. It was specifically for him and Mystique to look like regular ass people. So
yeah, to look,
what about
maybe.
this drug makes it to where Professor X is just able to fucking walk around all of a sudden? I never understood that.
Hank McCoy, bro, he's a genius.
Yeah,
so.
he's a genius, but I
So.
never understood that shit. The
Yeah.
whole time I was waiting for that to
I kind of
explain.
understand. I kind of just let it happen.
Yeah,
and like I'm just kind
a
of
lot
just
of
let
the
it
stuff
happen.
you
I'm
just
just
have
like
to.
I can't think too. You can't think too deep into it because it's just like it's superhero, superhero. What should we call it? Like logic.
Yeah,
It's just like
right.
superhero comic, superhero like
Don't think about it
fantasy
too
logic.
hard.
Yeah,
just
superhero
move on
logic.
from
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And no, you're definitely right.
Which
It was
sometimes
just-
I don't do that. I don't. I can't.
Sometimes it's so egregious that you're
Yeah.
like, I fucking can't look past
Bro, yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like what the fudge.
that. I think that's about all I got. Unless you got some more you want to.
I think there is. Oh, also, you know what we were looking up? There was a Rogue cut.
Oh,
So-
yes. Please, let's talk about this.
So we saw, because you can't get this movie on Disney Plus. It's actually, you have to go rent it on
Yeah.
Prime. So when we looked, there was something called X-Men: Days of Future Past Rogue Cut, and we didn't buy the Rogue Cut, obviously, but we looked up on YouTube, and it was just 4 minutes. It was the same movie, but 4 minutes of Rogue scenes that weren't in the movie.
Essentially, the addition of Rogue is that Kitty at one point gets shot.
Yeah,
Or
she
no,
gets
no,
scratched.
She
She
gets
gets scratched by Wolverine's
Wolverine.
claws.
Yeah, because Wolverine's freaking out.
Yeah.
She gets scratched and she's losing all this blood, and they're like, "Oh, she's not gonna be able to make it."
Bobby Drake.
Yeah, and Bobby Drake is like, "Oh, we can go get Rogue, and she can just steal her power and do it."
And she's
for
at
him."
the X laboratory getting worked on by scientists.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
And so they break her out. They're getting chased by a Sentinel, and that is in the Rogue cut. That's where Bobby Drake dies.
Yeah. And in the regular cut, he just dies from, the final moments of battle.
Yeah.
Like whenever Wolverine's
So they bring Rogue back to where they're staying, and she steals Kitty's power, and then literally changes nothing about the film other than the fact that
it's Rogue there.
that Rogue is there.
Yeah. And then she's like, they had that moment, like, where's Bobby?
Yeah.
And it's just like, he's gone.
Yeah.
And then
No,
it's
I think
like, let me take over.
it definitely benefited from the regular cut.
Yeah, we didn't need that. I'm glad they looked at that and they were like, yeah, this just doesn't seem like very authentic. Like, we're just adding Rogue for 4 minutes.
We don't need her.
We don't need that. We just do a regular story without her.
Yeah.
But you do see Rogue whenever things are getting back to normal.
Yeah, when we're in the present,
Yeah.
and Bobby Drake is with Rogue and everything.
Yeah. But what makes me think is that will that be like the exact same? That's like if everybody were to stay alive in that future.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking I'm like, man, so like, how far was it? Would have that been like 2024? And like, if that was in the 70s, the distant future would have been like 2024 around that time or something.
Right.
So like, what if they had just kept building off that, and just kept doing movies the same with all of them? But I mean, it's just like, I don't know, like, because it never really says like what year they're in.
No, I don't think it does.
So like, I want to know. I wish I knew like what year it was, like whenever they jumped back, or was it like 2014? X-Men. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm basically saying like, what was the year whenever everything was fixed? What was that year that they were present in? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Because Beast is older. You have Jean there. Like, everything's... I think it's probably, like... I want to say maybe, like... years after The Last Stand, maybe?
So...
Because it would make sense if it was, like, you know, a couple years after The Last Stand, or maybe...
So, the future, the dystopian future, is 2023.
Ah, okay.
And then the past is 1973. But it doesn't say where they are in the timeline after.
So it probably is 2023 in that era, like whenever he wakes. Because wouldn't that make sense that they leave that period, and then he wakes up in that past, but it's a different changed reality. It's a changed future.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So 2023, that's a fat ass jump.
Yeah.
From where...
Because how old would Beast is probably like, you know, in his 20s in 73. So that just means Beast is probably like 60 years old or something.
50 something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels weird.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I don't know. That's a big jump.
Funky timeline. Dude.
Yeah, the funky timeline. But I mean, that's a big jump. But I mean, I don't know. I think I liked the ending a lot.
That guy was Sunspot, by the way.
He was. I knew it. I was like, that had to be Sunspot.
That dude.
But he basically just did Flame On. He was basically
he was literally Human Torch the entire time. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Because I don't remember them saying like, oh, Robert, or like
they didn't
calling
say
him name
because they didn't care.
Yeah,
they didn't care about that character.
Yeah. Who was the one guy that could see the Sentinels from like far away? Like the guy with the eyeshadow or the eye paint.
I don't even remember who you're talking about.
Because there was a guy who had like that belt and he could see the Sentinels from far away, and then there was the girl who could throw portals down. But there was also that guy like the long hair, and he would be like the scout. He'd be like they're 5,000 feet away.
Right.
And he'd like stand on the top of the house.
Let me see if I can find it.
Because I was just like, I don't know. I remember that guy. I'm like, who was that? Like who is that? And the other person who can throw down the portals. And I also, so let's find this out first, because there was another thing that I was questioning too, that I thought was pretty fudged in the movie.
What?
You know how like she's going through all like the reports of all the dead mutants. You see like Angel, Banshee, like you see all the people from like, you know, all the people that went with Magneto on that little fiasco after Cuba. Yeah. And like you see them just dead. And I thought like seeing like Angel in there with her butterfly wings just dead, I thought that was pretty weird. Yeah. Just seeing all the dead mutants.
And when Magneto goes into that facility to get his helmet, we see her wings.
Havoc's thing.
Thing, and we see Banshee's thing that. Yeah, I don't know.
Crazy. That's wild.
We see Havoc as well.
Yeah. We do see Havoc. We see a young Havoc.
Because Mystique goes to that military camp. Yeah. And breaks out all the mutants that they're about to.
Then you see a young Stryker.
Yeah,
that was a big thing in the movie too. Whenever he has a instant flashback, that's when he starts to release it, because he sees like Stryker.
Yeah, that's when Wolverine freaks out.
Yeah, he freaks out, and then after he's like, cool, he's like, all I know is that guy's gonna cause me a lot of pain in the future. Yeah, I'm like, okay, here we go.
Everything's got to be a reference.
Yeah.
I can't find out what that guy's name is.
It's cool. The comments will let us know.
Hopefully.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, if we're gonna end it off there, like
it's Aiden Canto Sunspot, not.
Oh, Aiden Canto.
Roberto
Okay.
Da Costa.
Oh, okay. Maybe a different Sunspot. Maybe they redid Sunspot.
But then when I click on Buddy, or Aiden Canto played Sunspot.
Bruh.
I'm tripping. But Costa's in the New Mutants, so we'll see him again.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. Here we go.
Costa's in the New Mutants.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if we're wrapping it up, I'd say that movie it's been like a fun watch than any other of the movies.
Oh, 100%.
I liked it.
I actually enjoyed it, and I think that's kind of why this one is just like chiller, because we don't have a bunch to complain about.
Yeah.
So I won't really go over my full ranking. Go to the last pod to go over it, but this one is now at my number 1 spot so far.
Yeah. I think I have to go back and look at the other pod what my ranking was, but I'd say this one's up there for me.
Yeah. Somewhere in that top 2, top 3 range.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Cuz I didn't have any problem watching this, but like I said, it's just another rough around the edges X-Men movie, but it did its thing, you know.
Oh yeah.
It had a lot to fix. But I mean, I think it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the ending, I like the ending, how it's just, everything's going good. You see Rogue, Bobby, you see Mr. Beast.
Yes.
Mr. Beast is in the movie.
Mr. Beast is in the movie before he got famous. He's in the movie, and he's blue, and he's got mutton chops. And he walks by and he says, "Oh my stars and garters."
Oh my stars and garters. I wish they would nail the hammer in or hammer the nail in with that one, because oh my stars and garters. That's my favorite Beast line.
Oh my.
That, bro, you don't like that one?
No, I love it.
But yeah, that's my favorite line that Beast says. Oh my stars and garters.
Oh my stars and garters.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, thank you guys for tapping into the ASG Rewind.
Sure.
Next week we're going to be going over X-Men Apocalypse.
That's gonna be fun.
And Jay Blades will be sitting right here to talk about it. So thank you guys for watching. See you later.
Later. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. Like you said. Thank you guys.